Hi, everyone. Happy Thursday. Today I have a really cool guest on. We actually met on Instagram and we connected over biz and we were talking shop and supporting each other. And, I just was like, I'm going to bring her on. I love her energy and she's a cool chick. And why not? So this is Lindsay, and I would really like for her to begin telling a little bit about her story.
All right. Thanks, Amber, so much. So my name is Lindsay, and I'm a wife, I'm a mom, and I'm married to a woman. So I have two little kids, a girl and a boy, and I'm a high ticket sales coach and an online marketer. And I love helping women who are stuck and are ready to change their life and are at that breaking point of like, I need to do something different with my life because this was me. So this is why I can relate to them so much. So how I got started, if you take it back, I used to like my biggest value is family and freedom. And so when I first started out, I used to work at restaurant jobs and I traveled all over the world. It hit my freedom button so big. And what I would do is basically live my life. And if a job told me like I couldn't do anything, I would just leave. I would just get up and leave because they were a dime a dozen and it didn't matter. So after I was done traveling the world and stuff like that, I decided I needed to come home and plant some roots. And I started my careers. I've got my hairdresser license, my nursing. I worked with high-risk kids in a group home, and I got into the corporate world. And as I was going through these careers, I got more into more student debt, and I really felt stuck. And it was like probably one of the biggest struggles of my life. Like I had this lemon piece of a car. It broke down every month and it cost me
Oh,
about $500 to $1,000 every month. And
no.
yes. And during this time, I had to decide, am I going to fix my car? Am I going to put gas in my car? Am I going to feed myself? Or am I going to take the bus to get myself to work? Because I was working 6, 7 days a week. And like, this was probably like the hardest time in my life where I was like really struggling. I felt so stuck and I had all these responsibilities and it really just felt icky. And so this was roughly the time I kind of met my wife. We started dating. Now we had two incomes, which helped. It kind of helped the situation, but we were still going along and it was still really hard. So after that, we decided we're going to start growing our family, and being two women, we had to go see a fertility doctor. So we started treatments, and I could remember being in the corporate office, having to go to all these doctor's appointments and asking them for time off felt awful. And they would have and like, they really didn't value family or even me. Like I realized like I was replaceable. It was definitely awful. But once we had our baby and I remember bringing her home and just being a new mom for the first time, like that big ball of energy, it popped. Like that stress bubble, that anxiety, that way of life of being so hard, it like burst. And that's when I really started to have like these moments of like, okay, I need to do something different in my life. Like I want to be home with my kids. I don't want to put them in daycare. They were so hard to have. So this is when I started to like think of these things of like, it started to get my gears going, and we were still focusing on our family. So I remember when we were going for our second, my fertility doctor basically said like, we were having miscarriages. So he said, like, you either have to pick your career or you have to pick your family. Like, what do you want? Right. And so we picked our family. And my wife started working more. It was 2020. My mental health was in the toilet. It was stress. I had such mom guilt for her, like going and working even more because she was in the service industry. And it was just like, it was definitely hard. And then that's kind of how I found this opportunity, was just looking to change my health at first because it was so bad. And that's kind of how I came to and how I became a high ticket sales coach online and an online marketer. That's just how it came to. It's all like that.
So how did you find out about it? Did you find about the water first, or did you like see somebody's post? Was it an ad? What did you find?
Yeah. So first I saw somebody literally like drinking the water and I was like, what is that? Like, so I reached out to this person online and I was like, what is this? And then I saw an ad online afterwards of the same woman, and she basically 10x her pay, retired her spouse, and moved to like a tropical paradise with her kids. And I was like, I reached back out and I was like, what? Like, is this you? Like, you know what I mean? And then she basically told me, because at first, like, I was just doing it for my health. And then that's when I actually saw this and I connected the dots, and I was like, wow, you can do this with the compensation plan, like, and you can retire your spouse, and you can legacy money for your kids. Like, that was, once I saw that you can actually will your organization, your business to your kids, like after you pass, like that was it for me. I knew like life is hard, and I wanted to set up my kids like this. I was going for it. Like, there was nothing to lose. And it was basically after I had my kids, that's when I pushed past all those kind of fears, because, you know, working and doing all those things, like you never felt like I was enough, or there's like
Preach,
so
sister.
hard. Yeah,
Yeah,
right. I know.
literally.
Yeah, just even being on here publicly speaking, like that, like we used to hold me back. But I knew, like, when you kind of have like your babies, I don't want them to have the same struggles or the same pain points that I did. So they see me doing it all the time, like pushing past it, you know. So
Yeah.
hopefully, like, those things aren't going to be a factor for them, right? They're going to have their own journey.
Seriously. I know our compensation plan, literally, there's nothing that compares to it, and it's patent. So no other company can even compare to this. They can try, but they can't compare to it because it's patent. And like you said, legacy income. I don't have kids, but that's enough for me to know that I'm in the right space. And, you know, it just ties into health and wellness, because I'm all about health and wellness. And, you know, when you can correlate your business into something that you love, and it doesn't feel like you're trying to do something that you don't want to do, that's where, you know, that's where I strive. That's definitely where I strive.
And you know what? Like, if I found this business like before I had kids, like, you could like set your family up before you even have your future family, right? Like,
Right.
it's like the possibilities are endless. Like, it's amazing. Like, and I
Right.
came from the low ticket as well. Like, I did try all those things, like beauty products and shakes and stuff like that. And you always had to like hit these different ranks to get like a percentage. And here, like, you get 55% commissions. Like, you just, you know, and it goes up the ladder. You're never deranking. It's amazing. I've never seen anything like it. And
Seriously.
when I saw it, it was like, that was it. Like, I've never seen anything like it. I was like, I'm in. This is it.
Yeah.
This is the ticket.
Once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Yeah, once you catch that vision and you're like, okay, this makes so much sense. I've been doing it all wrong.
I know. It's so crazy, because I kind of dabbled in like Melaleuca in the beginning, and I was like, oh, I love their products, and I still do love their products, but their business model is such a pain in the freaking butt. Like, you have to meet quotas, and it's a subscription, and people are paying monthly, and like, I don't even want to pay monthly. Like, I don't need their products every single month. I need it like every other month or every 3 months. So I get where people struggle in low ticket, because, you know, that's hard to like be bribing people to like stay in the business because it helps you, but it's like, but they don't want to be in the business monthly. Like,
And that's another thing. Like, I remember spending like hours and hours making like $100 sales. And honestly, it's the same amount of energy to get somebody to go over for a $10,000 sale. It takes the same amount of energy for $100 sale. So like, what side do you want to be on? Right.
right.
That's
kind of a duh.
Yeah, you can make one sale and then you're like, okay, we're good. And then, or you're like hustling. You're like, okay, I need to make like 300 to 400 sales to like make a decent income. Like, I didn't
That's
really have any
insane.
success in the low ticket at all. So
Yeah.
like,
I honestly, I gave up. I was like, this is way too much work. And then I found out about, you know, our compensation plan and how I don't have to talk to that many people. I'm like,
yeah,
1 to 2 sales a month would be fucking ideal.
it's life changing. 1 or 2 sales a month. That's like $100 and something thousand a year. Like, that's people's normal. People strive for $100,000 a year, you know.
Right.
And here you do 1 to 2 sales, and you know, now you're over that. Like, you're over social norms. It's crazy, you know.
Yeah. I love that. And you have a really deep why too, because of your kids and your family. And so many people, actually my mentor, she has 2 kids now, and she quit her finally after, I think it's been 2 years. She quit her 3 jobs and
Nice.
stays at home now with her 2 kids and helps her husband on the farm. And that speaks volumes, like to be able to like break free from that repeat lifestyle and that struggle of being like, oh, I'm never going to get out of this,
I
the rat
know.
race.
It's definitely like a loophole. Like I felt more free when I was younger, and then now I feel really free. Like we've traveled all over the world. I still want to retire my wife, but she's Mexican and a workhorse. So I'll see if I'll be able to convince her.
I'm sure eventually she'll be like, okay, you're right.
Yeah, she's like, when you consistently make 50K months, then I might consider it. I'm like, okay, I have a goal.
You're like, easy, done deal. I can do that.
That's right.
So I love your story and I love your why. And I think my next question would be, what is your favorite part of this business?
My favorite part would be seeing the transformation, seeing when somebody comes and they're so stuck and they just like they can't figure out how to do it. And when you get plugged in to like a done for you system, like the mentorship, the coaching, like all the stuff right there. And if you just plug in, it will work. And the transformation is my favorite part. And I never get tired of seeing that. Seeing somebody change their life is a
Yes.
wonderful thing. And I love hearing when people like quit their jobs. Like we celebrate job quitters. Like we're all like,
Yes.
yeah, we got none.
Hell yeah. Like just
Right.
breaking free from the matrix, like
That's right.
to be able to help people. And like, you know, when you're starting an online business, you're attracting the people that you want to work with. And it's not, we don't reach out to people. People are reaching out to us because either we're putting ads out there or Moonstone, get out of the trash can. Stuck his head in the trash can. We put ads out there and we attract the people that we want, or organically we go into groups and we create this like environment and friends, and we build this reputation, and people are like, what the hell do you do? I want in. And
Yeah.
that's how people come into our business. It isn't like we're directly reaching out to anybody. So you're literally building your business around your best friends, around people that are your soul sisters and that have the same vision as you. So be able to be in that environment and create that environment, and then to grow with these people that are your soul sisters, and then see them break free from their jobs. Fuck yeah, that's the energy I want to be in.
Right. Totally. It's definitely, and that's what another thing, because I remember when I was in low ticket, it was like you're constantly like selling to like family and friends, and like, you're getting this all the time, like, and here it's just different because they are reaching out to you. They are looking for that change in their life. They are looking to get out of their situation. So it's just totally different energy when you're connecting with people online versus when I was in low ticket and trying to grind, right?
Yeah, seriously. And your energy is different too, because you don't feel forced to do anything, and you don't feel like you're nagging people, because we're not in that energy space. It's a different vibe, and it's changing your mindset to realize that, selling things online doesn't have to be selling.
Yeah. Yeah. Place of service, right? Like
Yeah,
we have the golden ticket. Like
solution, yeah.
this is life changing.
Exactly. So another question would be, what would you say to people that are on the fence in the business that want to join, but they're just like teetering?
Yeah, I love this question because it's just it comes up all the time, and I would say to people like, just start. It doesn't matter how you start; you just have to start. Like, get your foot in the door and start, because you sitting there waiting for like that right time, that right moment in life, or signs in your
Mm,
life, it's never going to come, or their signs are already there. If you're seeing something on social media like keep popping up and coming to you, like that's a clear sign right there. And you just have to follow your intuition and just start. Like if you have a desire to do something, then this is for you. Like if you want
yes.
to change your life and be home with your babies, this is for you. If you want to like set up your future family and create that more time so you're not grinding, this is for you. And it's life changing, you know. So reach out to whoever messaged you or whoever invited you to here, and let's get you started.
Hell yeah, girl. Thank you. I love that. I love your story. I love what you said. We need to plan some more lives because I love your energy.
Thanks.
But thank you so much for jumping on. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Amber. Thank you
All
for
right. Yes.